Buried within the guarded confines of Area 51, a dark experiment was underway, Project Lazarus. The mission was simple yet shrouded in secrecy. Splice alien DNA with human cells to create a new breed of soldiers. For years, scientists toiled in the dimly lit labs, believing they could control the power of extraterrestrial life. But what they were creating was something far beyond their understanding, something far more sinister. It started with a faint hum, a sound almost too quiet to notice, as though the facility itself was holding its breath. The once bustling corridors grew eerily silent, the usual chatter replaced by an overwhelming sense of dread. Then came the noises, low, guttural growls that seemed to vibrate through the walls, growing louder with each passing hour. The security team was the first to respond. They ventured into the lower levels, armed to the teeth, but what they encountered was not something they were prepared for. Their radios went dead. An hour passed, then two, before the backup team was sent in. What they found were the remains, twisted, mutilated bodies torn apart with a brutality that defied comprehension. Blood painted the walls, and in the darkness, something moved, something not entirely human. The creatures that had emerged from Project Lazarus were abominations, grotesque hybrids with elongated limbs, glowing eyes, and teeth as sharp as blades. They stalked the tunnels, moving with an unnatural silence, hunting in packs, driven by an insatiable hunger. The few survivors who had seen them up close described them as nightmares made flesh, but even those descriptions fell short of capturing the horror they had unleashed. But it wasn't just the creatures that terrified the survivors. It was the realization that something else had been awakened. Deep within the bowels of the facility, in the most secure chamber, the scientists discovered the truth too late. The alien DNA they had so recklessly manipulated belonged to a being that had been imprisoned for eons, a demon, an ancient entity of pure evil that had been sealed away in the void of space, and Project Lazarus had set it free. The demon fed on fear, growing stronger with each soul it consumed. It tore through the facility, its red eyes glowing with malevolence, its claws ripping through flesh and bone like paper. The few who managed to barricade themselves in the control room knew it was only a matter of time. They could hear it outside, a constant scratching at the walls, a reminder that escape was impossible. When the door finally gave way, the demon was upon them, moving with a speed that defied its massive, twisted form. The room filled with screams, cut short by the sickening sound of flesh being torn apart. Blood pooled on the floor, seeping into the cracks as the creature fed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more paranormal, horror, and dark stories.